Chevening Scholars. What's the proper term? But before we begin, let me take a moment to acknowledge and recognize some of our distinguished guests, starting with our host this evening, Her Excellency the Governor, Ms. Julia Crouch, PS for Social Development, Ms. Bonnie Richardson Lake, and Chief Probations Officer, Ms. Jocelyn Johnson, who is a double record, as a Chevening Scholar and also as the head of the department. So you get two welcomes. And also to the head of the governor's office, Mr. Orlando Ames Lewis. Members of the Chevening Alumni Association, our 2023-2024 Chevening Scholars. This evening we come together not only to celebrate the academic success of our scholars, but also to recognize the profound impact of the Chevening scholarships in shaping leaders who contribute meaningfully to Angola's development. And I'm so pleased to see that so many of you, all of you, are public servants. As we proceed, we will hear from past scholars about their experiences and opportunities afforded to them through the Chevening program. We will also recognize and congratulate our 2023-2024 cohort who have returned from their studies equipped with knowledge and expertise to enhance their respective fields. With that, now I will invite Mr. Smith to lead us in a word of prayer.
Shall we boys? Heavenly Father, we indeed thankful unto you for all your blessings bestowed upon us. We want to thank you for the successes that our returning scholars. We also want to thank you for all those who have come out to celebrate past, and I pray that we'll have a time of sharing that would encourage others to continue to press on and continue to serve Anguilla and the rest, wherever they go. Continue to bless those who make it possible for us to study, and may we continue to do our best. In your name's sake, amen.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, for an impromptu prayer. I just picked him out of the crowd and he did a fantastic job. So thank you, Mr. Smith. We will now have the national anthem followed by the national song. Thank you. At this point, I'm going to ask Miss Jocelyn Johnson to come and share her experience in the Chevening program and how the course in the UK, how she applied it to her return to Anguilla. Ms. Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. When I was earlier, when I was standing there, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm the grandmother of Chevening." However, I was happy to see Mr. Smith, so perhaps I'll take mother. So, as the DG would have said, my name is Jocelyn Johnson. I'm the Chief Probation Officer. I'm a Chevening 2009-2010 scholar. And at that time, for me at least, little was known about Chevening. And I actually applied on a fluke, in a sense, because I would have taken up the post as Chief Probation Officer in 2005. And I had a bachelor's degree at that time. And I think that having been given the responsibility of head of a department of a new department, I felt it necessary to take on further studies, and Chevening afforded me that opportunity. I attended the University of Portsmouth and successfully completed a Masters of Science in Criminology and Criminal Psychology. In terms of how I've used it in my area of work, as I said, the fact that I stepped into a head of department role as with a bachelor's degree, it definitely instilled more confidence in me, heightened my competency, and really allowed me the confidence to explore the range of what a head of department, particularly of a new area, was expected of me. Now we're 20 years in, because the department this year observes 20 years, and we have grown significantly and have introduced a number of new programs since its inception. I must say that I'm happy with the fact that Governor Christina Scott would have taken the Chevening program under the governor's office and has heightened the profile. I'm equally happy that successive governors have advanced her vision. Therefore, I see a number of Cheveners, some who have assisted in placing the interview process, having been called to do so. And as I say to Darren, I'm here to serve. And as prestigious as a program as it is, I welcome the opportunity and encourage those of you who want to enhance your education to make the application. You cannot be successful if you do not put yourself in there. I know that for some persons, they would have applied more than one time. And it's disappointing when you hear no, or you weren't successful. From my experiences, however, persons have been successful on their third go around, on their second go around. So my encouragement to persons is, if they're serious, is to continue. And I am available if you need guidance or support. And again, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mother Johnson, for sharing the experiences. We'll now hear from Javon Martin on the benefits of the Chevening Scholarship. Mr. Martin.
Good evening, everyone. It is great to be here. Here's a truth we all can agree on. Deep down, we all want to be rich. Do you agree? But what does it mean? But what does being rich really mean? True wealth isn't just about money to spend on luxuries. It's about experiences, knowledge, opportunities, and the ability to create real change in the world. Some people crave richness in memories and opportunities, or the chance to explore new challenges. And then there's richness of impact, the power to shape local and global communities for the better. That's exactly what the Chevening Scholarship offers. I am Javon Martin, a proud 2022-2023 Chevening Scholar at the University of South Wales, where I earned a master's degree in design innovation. This evening, I want to share the remarkable benefits of the Chevening Scholarship with you. And to make it easy to remember, I'll break it down using the word RICH: recognition, inspiration, Chevening Scholar prestige, and high quality education. Recognition. Since 1983, Chevening has been a beacon of excellence, providing scholarships to outstanding individuals worldwide. According to the British Council, Chevening is one of the most prestigious and competitive UK scholarships available. Funded by the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office and partner organization, Chevening scholarships are awarded to individuals with proven leadership potential and strong academic backgrounds. Chevening's impact is undeniable. Nearly 60,000 professionals have flourished through this program, with 1,500 new scholarships granted annually to students from over 160 different countries. Being a Chevening Scholar means standing among the best and the brightest, recognized globally for your potential and ambition. Inspiration. Chevening is more than financial support. It's a gateway to inspiration. Imagine studying in the UK without financial worries, allowing you to immerse yourself in your studies, explore new cultures, and expand your horizons. Picture yourself walking through breathtaking landscapes, from the rolling hills of the countryside to the towering peaks of Snowdonia. Savor diverse cuisines from around the world, dive into thrilling world of UK sport, explore historic castles and museums, and experience the efficiency of the UK public transport system. Beyond academics, Chevening offers exclusive networking events, workshops, internships, and volunteering opportunities. You'll connect with scholars from around the world, build leadership skills, and develop a global perspective that will shape your future. Chevening Scholar Prestige. This is not just another scholarship. It's a badge of honor. For over 40 years, Chevening has been producing world leaders, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and change makers. The title of Chevening Scholar carries weight, opening door to unprecedented opportunities. Consider this. Over 64,000 individuals apply each year, but only about 1,500 are selected. Just 3% of all applicants. To earn this title, you must write 4 compelling essays showcasing your leadership potential, vision for national development, and commitment to making an impact. If shortlisted, you face an intense interview panel where you must articulate your goals and how you plan to use your knowledge to contribute to your home country. Yes, it's rigorous. I have been there. But once you succeed, you join a powerful network of 60,000 plus accomplished professionals. High quality education. With Chevening, you get to choose from some of the most prestigious universities in the UK, tailoring your education to your interests and career aspirations. UK universities are known for their innovative teaching methods, cutting-edge research, and strong industry connections. And here's the best part. Your master's degree is completed in just 1 year. In conclusion, So what does it really mean to be rich? With Chevening, you gain a wealth of opportunities that will shape your future in unimaginable ways. If you're ambitious, driven, and ready to take on the world, Chevening is your golden ticket. Apply, embrace the change, and become part of a legacy of global leaders and change makers. Because real wealth isn't just about money, it's about the impact you leave on the world. And with Chevening, that impact starts now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. That was an excellent presentation. You hooked me with the opening by wanting to be rich because I think that resonates with all of us. But most importantly, God, do I get that point for Chevening as well? Because you made it sound so interesting and exciting that I'm thinking I should quit the job and go be. But thank you very much, Mr. Martin. We'll now hear from Melissa Harrigan, who will tell us what it was like to study in the UK.
Thank you. And just to add, I would have been from the 2023-2024 cohort. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. These words by Nelson Mandela resonate deeply with me, as education has always been my gateway to growth, opportunity, and impact. Further to Mr. Mandela's sentiments, I wish to share a few words written in my proposal under the Why Study in the UK section. In addition to the UK's unmatched reputation for quality education, I wish to indulge in its rich culture. I desire to explore the British lands to see its beautiful architecture and historical sites, and learn the stories behind them. I hope to meet and foster relationships with both the British locals and diverse people the UK attracts from around the world. As I reflect on my experience as a Chevener, I feel grateful to have been able to live a dream. Some of the key reasons why I enjoyed studying in the UK was because of my program, the places, and the people, or I'd like to say the 3 Ps. As a recipient of the Chevening Scholarship, I enrolled at Northumbria University, Newcastle, to pursue a Master's of Science in Economics and Sustainability in hopes of developing a career in sustainable finance. From my research, this program appeared to be immaculate. However, while this wasn't my first encounter with the subject, I knew that in my year-long commitment, I would be challenged. NU delivered a carefully crafted program that compelled me to engage in vigorous research, think critically, and analyze data. Among some of the things I learned were the history and applicability of economic concepts, and navigating coding software to streamline data analysis for decision making. I developed an economist mindset where achieving efficiency and equity were the secret ingredients to creating a more sustainable future. Additionally, I had friendly, brilliant lecturers who showed me that they cared about my understanding of various topics and always opened their office door to me when requested. And the cherry on top, the amazing support that was given by student services during those moments of technical difficulties or mental academic distress. They even went as far as to offer support when it came to ensuring my employability during and after the duration of my program. Northumbria University, Newcastle was definitely didn't disappoint. While my objective was to develop this particular skill set, I didn't spend the year confining myself to books only. Because the UK is a leader in sustainability, I dedicated some time to find networking events that aligned with my interests. Some of them were the Adapting to Climate Change seminar, Saving the World with the Circular Economy workshop, and the Economic Consequences of Biodiversity Loss scenario workshop. I use these opportunities to learn, share, network, and of course, explore. And as it relates to exploring, I most definitely took the time to traverse my surroundings and the cities beyond. From neighboring cities like Edinburgh, Durham, and Manchester to those further like London, Canterbury, and Brighton, to name a few. Some of my most memorable moments have been visiting the Big Spoon statue in Cramlington, touring the beautiful historic sites in York, cruising on the Thames Link in London, and river punting in Canterbury. Every city had something special to offer, and I made sure to take a little piece of these places back home with me. I could not convey my experience without making mention of the people I met along the way. From my peers to educators, the professionals, and of course other Cheveners, both Caribbean and international. They were the highlight of my experience. I loved engaging with my peers and lecturers who originated from various backgrounds. It was in these moments I felt so proud to be from the Caribbean, from Little Anguilla. I loved witnessing their expressions as I showed them pictures and videos of where I call home. This pride also followed when I got the opportunity to share about Anguilla in a small island context to various like-minded professionals at several networking events. In November 2023, I also met my Chevening bestie during our first meeting with our program officer. She's an Angolan Chevener who also attended my university and lived no more than 10 steps away from me. She taught me how to cook Angolan cuisine, as well as some Portuguese. Bom dia. I found pleasure in using our friendship to distinguish to people the difference between Anguilla and Angola. And despite a 5-hour difference, we still keep in touch to this day. Of course, I must also mention my Caribbean Chevening family. It's amazing to see how we grew from mere strangers to one big family, providing comfort, support, and a good laugh to keep our spirits up during times of academic stress and days of dreary weather. As excited as we were to get back to a warm climate, the goodbyes were nowhere near easy, and so instead we settled for see you soons. Applying for Chevening was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Having the opportunity to study in the UK, I was able to receive a world-class education from an institution with a great support system. I also had the opportunity to be in vibrant networking spaces with like-minded individuals and explore different cities. I met some of the most amazing people whom I've built meaningful relationships with. These experiences have helped to make the journey worthwhile. Now, as I return home, I feel energized to contribute to building a thriving, more sustainable Anguilla. Thank you to Chevening for seeing and believing in my vision and giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. As my Grenadian fellow Chevener brother once said, I was a postgraduate for a year, but I am a Chevener for life. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Harrigan. Having studied in the US, I can relate to the Angola conversation. And also I can relate to showing people pictures of Angola and what's to get them to understand where you're from. So thank you very much for that presentation, Ms. Harrigan. At this point, I'm going to invite Her Excellency the Governor to give her remarks, and then we'll move right into the presentation of certificates to our 2023-2024 Chevening cohort by Her Excellency the Governor.
Good evening, everybody. It really is a privilege and a pleasure to be with you this evening. I know I'm inspired from listening to our three speakers tonight. If you ever needed a reason to join Chevening, they've definitely just given it to us. So thank you very much to Melissa, to Javon Martin, and to Jocelyn Johnson. I think it really sums up everything about Chevening. It's both for the student, but it's also for your country, for Anguilla, and representing Anguilla in the world. Those are really inspiring stories, so thank you. Last year, we celebrated 40 years of Chevening, and as has been mentioned, it's gone from strength to strength. It really is extraordinary just how many successful students we get from Anguilla. 11 students in the last few years, and as was said, that's up to 70,000 applicants, 70,000 every year, and our tiny island is sending 11. That is extraordinary. And don't forget, that's not just people here who are interviewing you. Those interviews go off to London, so that's moderated against students from every part of the globe. Our alumni have then come back and they're doing subjects as diverse as finance, economics, sustainable development, education and community service. And I'm so proud that you're all now working in our public service to build that future Anguilla, learning what you have learned. I'm also proud you've got that network. We all know it's a global world now, and you are making those contacts around the world that we all need to make sure that Anguilla is right there at the forefront of delivery. It's amazing how many future presidents, prime ministers, politicians you may be meeting on your courses. You never know who that student in the back row will become when they go home. So making those links is absolutely vital. So I would like to thank all of you. I'd also like just to take one moment to remember a former Cheveninger, teacher Joanne Snag. She was a 2020 to 2021 Chevening Scholar who sadly passed away in 2023. Joanne was an exceptional teacher, a dedicated worker, and a beloved member of Adrian T. Hazel School, where she taught grade 6 students. So just a moment to remember Joanne. I'd also like to speak to those of you here who are going to be interviewed this year as candidates. I hope that was inspiring and not too intimidating to hear from those brilliant former Cheveningers. You have done so well just to get through to the interview stage, so well done for that. Good luck with your interview, be yourself, let your passion shine, and as Ms. Johnson said, don't give up. If you don't make it this time, just keep going. Those stories about keeping going are absolutely right, and what I've heard from other places in the world as well. So let me now turn to our 2023 to 2024 scholars who are here to recognise, and who we've heard from Melissa really had a fantastic time in the UK. So I'm going to call each of your name up and present you with the certificate. Okay, so first of all, Karima Karti from the University of Huddersfield, a very beautiful part of the world. Next, Kari Goddard, the University of Law. Shiner Webster, sorry, University of Manchester.
Congratulations. Rains a lot in Manchester, doesn't it?
And Tishon Gums, who went to Loughborough.
Congratulations.
Now I'm going to rotate to the right.
Yes. It's like the red carpet.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Melissa Harrigan from Northumbria, Newcastle, otherwise known as the Party City, I believe.
Great speech. Over here? There. I didn't party. That much.
And the final certificate was for Kendall Richardson, who hasn't made it this evening, but we will certainly present him with his certificate. So the final thank you is for Darren, who many of you will have had the pleasure of having countless emails from and seen many, many Facebook posts. I think Darren is probably the biggest enthusiast of Chevening altogether. So yeah, thank you, Darren, for all your work as well. And now, please, I think if everybody would like to have a drink, eat some food, and relax, and get in touch with your old friends from Chevening. Thanks.
Sorry, we do have some machinery goodies if you would like to take them. You're either alumni or about to apply, so please take, there's a tote bag, there's a notebook and some pens, so please take some.
Alicia, how are you? I'll recommend you in a second, you know.
Folks, we've come to the end of this brief ceremony for the Chevening scholars who graduated 2023-2024 from school in England. Again, thanks for viewing, thanks for sharing, and as always, don't forget to like, follow, and share Lloyd's Live. With that, we are out.